Are you interested in starting alcohol inks or exploring how to go about alcohol inks? Well, me too. And I've recently just started, and I would like to share you a few tips that I've picked up already. So let's get down to it and see what we can come up with.
Hi everyone, it's Dave again with DRH Acrylic Creations. Today I'm going to be doing an alcohol ink. This is Thursday Train. Up after me is going to be Justin E's, followed by Art by Julie E. And we've decided that since all three of us are working with alcohol inks right now, that we would make it an alcohol ink week. I am a brand new newbie. I am just learning how to work with inks and what the properties of working with inks are. I've been watching videos. I've been trying to learn as best I can. It's not simple. So certainly not as simple as people like Denise and Julie make it look, because both are extremely talented and accomplished with inks. So stick around for their pieces, because I'm sure they will be wonderful. I'm going to be using today. This is a couple colors. This is Pinata Matilla Black. It's going to be my main color. And this is Mixative by Ranger Silver, my metallic color. Less of the metallic than the black. And my hope is I want to keep it simple. I want to get some wispiness and some beautiful layered lines. At least that's my intention. So I'm going to keep this real simple. I'm going to step through as you would as if you were a beginner, because that's who I am. And I want to think about where my composition is going to be. Generally speaking, if you work in the middle and work out, you end up covering the whole canvas or your substrate. What I'm working on today, because it's cheaper, is I am working with poster board. About a dollar store, I think it was $1.25. Cheap, allows you to practice without using a lot of expensive resources like Yupo paper, which are ideal. So I do have some Yupo, but I really wanted to go a little larger than what I have right now. So let's get right to it. I'm going to interrupt once in a while and talk, but generally speaking, I'm going to put you on music. So here we go. Okay, failed to tell you, what I'm working with today is 91% isopropyl alcohol, just to move the inks around. What you saw me doing, I'm just spreading that out to give myself, a general starting point as far as composition. It's kind of going up towards this corner, a little too much down here, but that's not a problem. I can go back and fix that. What I usually do, or what I usually see done, is people will put down their metallic along with their paint. So I am going to add a small puddle down here, smallish puddle down here. tad bit more black and just the tiniest bit of silver. Silver is not supposed to take over. It's supposed to be the accent to what I'm working with. At least that's my concept. So back onto it, and I'll get to moving this around. Now, I have over here, it's a paintbrush with rounded edges, what this one is. And I'm just going to use it to soften up some things that I'm not crazy about. And to create some lines where maybe they weren't. These little dots that I got, because things are drying extremely fast today, I'm really not wild about. So that's the charm of alcohol inks. If something you don't like, you can usually change it. All you have to do is add a little bit of alcohol, and voila. Let's see. I am liking this splash area. I think I'll continue to work with that just a little bit. I'm just adding a little bit of alcohol ink in this little tinter. I'm moving the paint. Now I'm getting these little fingerlings. I'm not crazy about, but that has more to do with my blower technique. And it's something I'm still working on. There's a place for them. I'm not sure I'm crazy. So what I'm doing here is I'm just going in. I've soaked this. This basically it's a makeup pad with a little bit of alcohol. I'm just going in and softening up some of these things that I'm not really liking. The fingerlings, although they become a feature of this one, are not really what I like. But I think I'm going to call this for today. This is a learning experience, like I said. There are a few things I did not cover at the beginning that I do prior to working. As you can see, I have one of the problems with the poster board is if you don't seal the side somehow, it'll creep underneath because the backside is not coated with plastic. And that's what you're actually looking for is the plasticized part of the poster board. So I did my best. What I did is I just took some Scotch tape and another dollar store find. It doesn't have to be expensive. In fact, it's better if it's not. And I sealed the sides to prevent it from seeping under. It also gives you a side benefit of a nice little border when I pull it apart. So I sealed the side, top and bottom, just kind of folded it under, and then tacked it down with these corner pieces of tape, which gave up as soon as the alcohol hit them. My paper itself didn't fly, but it did buckle in places, and that's one of the things you like with the Yupo paper, because it doesn't do that. So I'm going to bring you down for the slow and easy, but before I do, as I said before, please stick around. Up next is going to be Just Janice, followed by Art by Julie E. So let's stick around and see what the masters come up with. Let's take you down for the slow and easy. If you'd like to help, leave a like, subscribe, and ring the bell for notifications of future videos. It really does help, and it's absolutely free.
I want to thank you very much for being here today, and I hope you got something out of this. So, until next time, bye for now.